Ready to start our meetings. Discussion of action of approval of previous minutes. Everyone get a copy of them, or do you need a few minutes to look over them? Get a copy. Here. There's a motion to approve. If we need a second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any further discussion? Introduction of new members.
Yes, good evening. I want to introduce Mr. Now, I'm also going to call you Victor because we talked about Victor. But Mr. Martin, he is our new appointed board member. We met with him on Friday, and he's very open what we have to serve. And he's apparently doing the tour. One of our previous employees who's here right now, he was a teacher, and so I really think that Mr. Liao will be a good benefit to our board and to our community. And so I want to introduce him to you guys. I also want to say that after hopefully he say something about himself. We are going with you guys. Fortunately, the city commission has asked us for you guys to notarize 2 papers that each and every one you have to sign. One is that you're not getting paid for this, and the other one that you swear that as you know all the spiel, that you can read it. If you can allow Ms. Ruth to do the notarize sometime possible today, if not, come at your convenience to do this. We're not pressed for time to do it today. We just do it for convenience, but if you feel that you need more time to read it, by all means. And then also, I want to, before she talks, we're going to say that Ms. Sarine will be leaving us. Our teen librarian, she'll be moving to corporate, not because she's not happy here, it's because she has family issues. But we welcome her back, and hopefully one day she can come back. But again, this is about our staff. In the past, I'll be the only one making presentations. Right now, part of the most I talk, it's about them, what they have to show you that they do on a daily basis, besides dealing with patrons in different forms. It's dealing with the programming. So they're all yours. Thank you.
Any citizens concerned?
No.
Library report. We'll start out with adult services.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's been a while, but every single time it's always something fun. Well, the little libraries again, it keeps growing and growing. I know I compiled the list of the little libraries that so far we've been doing. It's 23 in total. I do have the list. If I can give you all a copy so you can read it and see where exactly they are in locations. But in every single one of them, we always have to compile them and add them at 50 books or so because they're becoming really popular. They're all over the city, and we've been actually going and filling them up, trying to build a rapport with the community and everybody on the whole. Actually, I established a relationship with Jubilee Academy, so they've been really helpful in building their little library. I got an email not too long ago from the CEO of Jubilee Academy praising us for establishing the first library to join a charter school in partnership with little libraries. So we're moving forward with those little libraries, and hopefully by the end of the month I'll go again and then start filling them up again, replenishing them with all this literature that we have. But that's moving forward. So we have a lot of programs that occurred last month, and all of them have been very successful. We had of course, our cooking class, which is always fun and always a success. We've had more than 17, 20 people show up. So this is the new year. We actually did a New Year, New You tuna sandwich, tuna salad. I actually thought maybe it's going to be okay of a transition, from always doing something that's wholesome like fideo, et cetera, to something that's traditional, which means healthy. We actually thought it was going to be a huge shock to many, but it gained a lot of attention, a lot of interest from the community. So we did have a really good time. Our computer classes again are continuing. So we now stretched it to Microsoft Word 1 and 2, PowerPoint 1 and 2. We've been really excited about everything that our students have been doing. Many say that it's their first time using the computer, but sometimes I'm kind of skeptical because they do really good. Like the ones there in the bottom, all of them were learning how to do PowerPoint by themselves. And now they know how to upload to OneDrive, to the cloud and to USBs, et cetera, which is shocking. There's one student who told us a really, really interesting story, how he was always made fun of at his other job. And because he didn't know how to use these computers or the software, but now he gained more confidence knowing that he's in a nice culture setting where he can actually learn in peace. And sure enough, there's the prime example right there on the very bottom. Works in the outside industry and with Caterpillars, John Deere's, et cetera. So he made that beautiful PowerPoint. I told him, I'm going to promise you, I'm going to put your work in the board so that all of us can see it and how triumphant we're all doing. So it's beautiful. The citizenship class, we did have about 8 or 10 people show up, which was really good. Yes, because they had a lot of questions. So a big thank you to the people that came over from the citizenship program from the United States. So we were so happy with them, Officer Rebecca Cantu and Mr. Jason Champion. So a big thank you. They'll be joining Central this month for the same program. So that was really nice. So yes, we have that. What else do we have? We have the program, the New Year, New You. We had that. The citizenship class, we had that. We also had, for the first time here at Southmost, we had our committee, Adult Services Committee, where we gather information from patrons that what are they interested in for us to have in the near future here. And of course, we had a good turnout, and most of it was more computer classes. It's like more topics we want to learn because our kids, we feel a little bit behind with our kids coming in every day asking us, how can I do this? Well, I don't know. I mean, I want you to stay after school, but you guys need to come back home. You got to have dinner. So parents want to actually be there for them hands-on, also in the same level as their kids. So that was the main topic that they wanted. They wanted more computer classes. So we're pushing it. We're pushing it to the community. Right now, we're going to have date night at the library. So that's tonight at 6. Yeah, it's tonight at 6. So we're looking forward. I'm so happy for that. So excited. We've been pushing it throughout every single program, every single day that I come into work. My coworkers too have been pushing it. Big thank you to them. So we have that today at 6 o'clock. So we're ready with gifts, scavenger hunt. So get to know your partner, get to know what's their interests, etc. So we have that going. On Wednesday, we have Relationships Matter, where we're going to talk about how to have a healthy relationship with our partner. We're going to have Friendship of Women that were kind enough to come over to the libraries to talk to them a little bit about relationships and how to have a positive relationship with your partner. We're going to have that. And then on Thursdays, we're going to have the movie night. We're going to twist it up with a little bit of Moulin Rouge, get the party going with that.
That's Central, the relationship.
It's going to be at both. Yeah, these programs are at both. Yes. And then, of course, the decision class, the Adult Services Committee that I was telling you about. And then again, we're going to try the Charles Days photo contest. So we already have a couple of entries, which is always great. And it already started. It ends towards the end of February, the 18th. And we're going to actually have a contest where send us the best picture you have of Charles Days. And then we have some really good prizes, some trophies that Mr. Andy did for me, which are really nice. The Charo, some skeletons, some beautiful designs that he helped me with. So we have that going. And the last program that we had here on Friday was the first time home buyer workshop. Honestly, I thought it was going to be one of those difficult programs that nobody was interested in or so, especially on a Friday from 5 to 6. We closed at 6. Well, sure enough, we had 17 people show up from 5 to 6. We had such a great time. You could see the nervousness of them listening to something that's going to be real, some big step in life and purchasing a home. So we had couples that were arguing, having fun, etc. And I actually had to close the bill around 6:15 or so because people were still asking, how do I get that loan? How do I this? I have bad credit, I have a good credit, a 300 score credit, a 400, etc. But they wanted their home, and Ms. Gwen came over this afternoon and said, Jose, there's a patron who wants information about the first time home buyer program. So I think it's going to be one of those programs where it surprised us, then I'm pretty sure we're going to continue having it. Yeah, and invite others in the community. It could be a big program in the near future.
Well, can I say something about that too?
Yes, sir.
So like, there's definitely partner organizations. I see you work with a couple of realtors, but CDCB,
That's true.
they're a great partner. My wife used to work for them, and one of the reasons why in the spring, sometimes you might see more interest is, people are getting tax returns back. Those can be used for down payment. Sometimes there's down payment assistance programs. So, yeah, I think there's probably a lot of interest around.
CDCB?
CDCB.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, they changed the name, it used to be Community
Right.
Development Corporation
Yeah.
Brownsville, that's Come Dream, Come Build.
Okay.
Come through,
Yeah.
I see when I go downtown. CDCB, that's a really good one, and that's true. It's income tax season time, so it sparks the interest of it. I want to get home.
Right.
I like that. Thank you, sir. And yeah, so
They're real good about helping out if you reach out to them, CDCB.
CDCB,
Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
On your computer classes, have you taught the parents how to use Google Classroom and Teams?
That was in the last semester that we had, but every single class that we do, we go back because we always see new people coming in.
Right.
We always see new people. And then when they come in the afternoon around this time, I see them with the kids. So then I call Bertha and I say, we got to do a little bit of backtrack and try to bring something from the past and bring it back to the present to see what we can integrate.
Yeah, those are very important programs that the district uses for the homework and everything.
Classroom. Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you, thank you.
Anything else on adult services?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for your report. It's good to hear that we're having good numbers of people attending.
Thank you, sir.
workshop.
Yeah, we're very proud, thank you.
Any other questions from anyone? Youth services,
Hello, everyone. My name is Kayla, one of the youth services librarians. In January, we had our regular programs mostly. So we did the DIY journal where the kids used paper bags to make their own little journal. And the kids loved it, and so did the parents. The parents all wanted to make their own journal as well. So that one was really fun, and I think it was just something that they hadn't really considered before when using paper bags, so they really enjoyed that one. Slide. And then this was the bad art night. The kids really like this one because it just lets them be creative. We just give them a lot of supplies. Some of it, you're like, what would I even use this for? But the kids figure it out, right? So we had some old pizza boxes that one of them used just to make a canvas. The other one, she was like, I'm just gonna make a pizza. So she made a pizza using some of the things that we had. So that one was fun. Over at Maine, she had leftover shoe boxes. So the kids mostly use the shoe boxes to make their dioramas. So that was a fun one. It's a fun way to kind of get rid of some old supplies, but to also let the kids be creative. We had our regular stories and snacks and toddler play day. Here at Southmost, our stories and snacks has been growing. We're really, really happy about that. I know Maine never really has an issue with their story times. They always get a good turnout, but here at Southmost is one where we've struggled a little bit, but our new creative services specialist has been doing an amazing job at promoting it and just being out there and taking pictures and putting them on the social. So it has been growing. So we're really excited about that. And then in February, we are doing a Valentine's Day themed DIY love bug. That's tomorrow. We are doing a Hello Kitty night, which was actually the idea of one of our library aides. She loves Hello Kitty and she's like, I have this idea. And I said, let's go for it. So we're going to do that next week. It's going to be some headbands, and then we're also going to make friendship bracelets. And then we'll also have our regular programs, Bouncing Babies, Stories, Snacks, Toddler Play Day, and Lego Day. And then that was pretty much it. I sped through that, but we are prepping for Easter extravaganza. So I'll give you guys some more details on that next month, but we're prepping for that and then prepping for summer reading as well.
very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions? Thank you. Team services.
My name is Sarina Garcia. I will talk about teen services. During the month of January, we had our teen night, was a do-it-yourself night. The teens were able to do slime and pop sockets for the home. Was a really nice event. Was in the 2nd of January. I was a little bit scared, because it was too close to the holidays. But we have close to 26 people here. And on Maine, we have almost 50 people over there. We have like 16 teams here, and over there she have close to 30 teams. So it was a good event. Then we have our teen anime night. For January, we watched Dragon Ball Z, and they have an scavenger hunt. We had an scavenger hunt. That was another success event. We have, in Maine, we have almost 85 persons, close to 45 teams. And then here we have close to 52. We have like 25 teams. And I have like almost 8 teams that they stayed all on to see all the movie. They came very early. They were so excited. And they even were wearing shirts. And they really like, that's one of our popular events. We have the teen advisory here. We're still struggling a little bit to call the teens to come in. In this one, I have just 2 in the past month. But in Maine, we have 18 teens showing up for the advisory. So it's really growing up over there. I hope soon we can make it grow here too. And then 1st February, we have a busy month. We have our anti-Valentine's parties. That was really a success. I was, so excited about the event. Here we have close to 40-something people, 20-something teens. At Maine, we have 40-something teens, and they really enjoy the event. We were doing Frankie toys, but she will talk more about that, and she will show pictures. They were like very exciting, sewing like different. There was like very, very nice. And then we have our movie on February 8th. And right now we are having a blind date with a book. I'm so excited at that one. I already have like 14 checkouts here, and that's set on Saturday. So I hope teens keep checking book outs. And then we're gonna start back our reference for teens. We tried that program Saturdays and Sunday. Now we are trying net on Fridays to see if we get more people, and then we're gonna have snacks and school supplies for in-house use available, so they will be able to use like postal board, different type of things to do homework. And then we're gonna have for our anime club, we're gonna do a Japanese chocolate tasting, and we are going to be watching when the wine rises. And when for our advisory on February, we're gonna be doing 3D pots, 3D wood pots, and then we're gonna like normally talk about the program, see what they want to see more. So we are trying to put like craft or stuff with the advisory so that bring more teams in. Any question? Thank you.
And that reference for teen, is that to help out with homework?
But it's help with like computer research question. It's not per se to help them to do a project, but if they want to do a project and they need to look for information, we can like using database teach them. Yes, we can teach them how to databases. If they have to do a PowerPoint, we can teach them how to correctly use PowerPoint, how to format in an essay. We're trying more to focus this toward how to use a computer or how to look for things than like actually do the homework with. But also we promote, we have tutor.com. So if they need like actually help with a homework or something, we can direct them to the tutor.com for that. Any other question?
Thank you for your report. Team Makerspace Services.
That's me. So Makerspace, we've had a pretty good turnout. In January, towards the end of January, we had our Mugs and Sublimation event. It's a pretty popular event with all of our patrons. Pretty much ran out of supplies from the get-go. All hands on deck helping us get the mugs going for them. We got a lot of questions about our services. And we got a lot of questions asking when are we going to do it again. So we're trying to figure out a date to have something like that again.
How many machines do you have like for the mugs?
For the mugs, we have 2.
Huh?
So we were just pretty much, we taught them the process to how, what sublimation is, why is it only specific mugs, and so on and so forth. It was a good way to engage with the community, kind of to learn more about the process. And we've had from that, we've had a couple people coming back to just use more of the services because they were able to go into Makerspace and see all the different machines that we had available. Just kind of the point of the event, let them know this is a service that we have.
How long is the process to get one made?
3 minutes. Yes. So it's 3 minutes more or less. It could take maybe up towards 5 minutes, but we were just pressing mugs that day and everyone seemed to like it. They were all pretty happy with their mugs and they want to come back and do other stuff with have. And then we had also this past week we had our DIY terrariums here at Southmost. That was another pretty popular event. We had 96 show up here at Southmost. It's unexpected. It was a little overwhelming, but we managed and we did run out of supplies, but nobody was turned away. They all came and like, well, can I take some of this home so I can do it at home? They were more than happy to do that. So we're gearing up to do that on the 26th at Main with more supplies because
With a lot of attendance.
yes. And then, of course, we got terrariums coming up on the 26th at Main. And then we have our Starry Night painting in March at both branches. So we're hoping for a good turnout for those events. We've been getting a lot of numbers, an increase in numbers to our events, so it's pretty exciting. Any questions?
What's that Starry Night program?
So I don't know if you know of Vincent van Gogh, Starry Night painting. They're gonna do their own interpretation of that.
I'm just going because you're going with the space, so maybe thinking.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do a guided painting though?
So they're gonna they're gonna have a picture of what it's supposed to look like. How they get to that is on them. Like they'll be provided all the supplies and everything. It's just, we're gonna try to copy it as close as we can.
Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you for that report.
Just curious, are there ever any like overlapping events like Teen Mug Night or like?
Sometimes we do. I will cooperate with teens and do something with that with adults. We just haven't done that.
So you guys
It's
did
on.
something recently, no, the
We did like, I think like a couple of months ago, we did a teen night and it was Makerspace. So that night they were able to do Canva, like pencil case was in August, was
Yeah.
close to the starting school day. So they were able to do like a pencil case. They were able to customize whatever, the way they wanted with vinyl, right?
Yes, and then sometimes some of the organizations, like teens or adults or children's, they'll have prize giveaways that we made in Makerspace. So it's cross promoting.
Awesome.
Okay, next, our friend from Friends of the Library.
Hi. Right now let me start with January, we ended up finishing with over $1,400 in donations. So we did really well for January. February is our big book sale, which we are running all DVDs and audios at 50 cents. And then items that are older that are out in the library are buy two, get the third free. We actually did over $1,100 in our first week at Maine. So we're hoping to have another good week here and we're bringing all different product to be at Southmost and we're cross promoting it with our patrons over at Maine to let them know that we'll be here.
What are the dates for that?
For Southmost, we will be here on the 20th until the 3rd, I believe.
So you're gonna transfer the same books over here? Or it's different.
It's gonna be different product that isn't out over there.
And the main one will be going until when?
The main one ends on Sunday.
Have you done that event before?
They did it before COVID, but we haven't done it since.
I thought,
This is
yeah,
the first big, and hoping to stimulate the friends being almost fully operational.
yeah.
And then Bobby was telling me that it's gonna be open this summer with more volunteers.
Yes, we're, at least for those 2 weeks, we have volunteers. It's actually 3 of the officers. We're gonna be alternating and coming over here. to Make sure one of the volunteers is here every night, but it will be open the same hours. The librarians will be helping us out to collect while we're not here.
I was actually there at that evening. It's great. My wife,
And that stuff,
Check out her books.
we're rotating it. So as we make room on the tables, we put out more products. So it's all different stuff coming out.
yeah, and pretty Really like new DVDs as well as some of the cents. Good to, yeah.
In Blu-ray.
Blu-ray, that's what I was
Even
saying.
Blu-ray,
Blu-ray. I got
Do y'all have, sorry, do y'all have flyers for that event or is it?
It's actually on all of the library calendars.
Okay.
It's on the topic, but, and it's being promoted on the library's Facebook also.
And you have enough volunteers, enough person?
We're always looking for volunteers. We need more, especially here at Southmost, and we do have some spaces over at Maine, because we have turnover with the school season changing and there's always spaces opening.
There's room for new people.
That's it. We always make more room.
Thank you so much for what you all do.
Thank you.
Anything else? Any other questions? Thank you all, each and every one of you for what you do, the work you do in your different areas. Thank you. If there's no further discussions, any other committee reports, then I need a motion for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Are you still